Good evening, viewers. You're watching To The Point. I'm Preeti Choudhry. Well, press conferences after press conference, the Congress today gave out its explanation on why it has respectfully declined the Ram Mandir invite. The BJP, of course, continues to call the party anti-Hindu. Now, what has been the reasons of the Congress? Two reasons the Congress gives. Number one, the Congress says that the inauguration has nothing to do with religion, devotion or faith, but everything that's got to do with a political event and a political spectacle of sorts. The Congress also goes on to say that the Mandir is incomplete, something that has been echoed by Shankaracharyas, at least of two peats where India is concerned, on which rests Sanatan Dharma. So why aren't we listening to the Shankaracharyas who are also saying practically the same thing? On the other hand, the BJP is now building the narrative saying that the Congress was invited but refused to honor the invite for the consecration ceremony of Ram Lalla's idol. Well, let's cut across right now in this news bulletin to Supriya Shrinate from the Congress party, who held a press conference early this morning, as well as Siddharth Nath Singh from the Bharatiya Janata Party on what is their reasoning for the BJP to call the Congress anti-Hindu and for the Congress to say that this is nothing but political event or a political spectacle of sorts. Let's begin with Supriya Shrinate, who alongside Pawan Khera held a press conference this morning. Supriya Shrinate, the question is this decision by your party a unanimous decision? Because what we are hearing is multiple voices coming in from within, where many of your own saying this is a bad idea. You should have gone for the Ram Mandir inauguration.
So first up, I would like to clarify here that the Congress party has always respected individuals' rights to religion, freedom, practicing that and all of it. The invite came in the name of three people, and the invite was for one particular day. The Congress has always visited temples and other places of worship, including gurudwaras, churches and mosques. So there was no question for us to what has seemingly been seen as a boycott. I think the three people to whom it was addressed have declined to attend it because there is complete politicization of the event. And the reality, Preeti, is that we are not the loners who have declined. The reality also is that the Hindu religion has four seers, and all the four Shankaracharyas have not decided not to go there. And I think that is the bigger story. Why are they not going? I mean, they are the custodians of Hindu customs, the Sanatan Dharma, so to say. And there seems to be no angst, there seems to be no anxiety. Us par koi akrosh, koi ahat nahi hai. The reality is that what is happening on the 22nd is a political event. And as the three political people in the Congress who got that invite, they have declined to attend, but the party or anybody else who feels the need to or wants to go is welcome to go. And just for your information, the Uttar Pradesh Congress Committee is going in big numbers on the 15th of January. Anybody else will go. I will go after the 22nd on any given day when it's, you know, when the temple does open up. So I don't think it is a matter of faith cannot be decided by a few people in power. That's the simple line here.
So correct me if I'm wrong, Ms. Shrinate, because a lot of political analysts right now are saying that the Congress is finally going back for what it stood for, which is secularism. That has been the core ideology of the Congress, and that's what it's going back to, instead of giving confusing signals of soft Hindutva, of temple hopping, sometimes wearing Janeyu, sometimes saying we are secular. So it's really not about ideology. You're saying it's more about individual stands of these three people, which is Sonia Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge, as well as Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, who were given the invite.
No, but what is ideological about it? What is ideological about it is the fact that we are very proudly secular. What is ideological is the fact that we have consistently visited temples and mosques and churches and gurudwaras. What is ideological is the fact that you have to practice the faith that Lord Ram stands for. And Lord Ram in the Ramayana very clearly states, Daihik Daivik Bhautik Tapa Ram Raj Nahi Kahu Vyapa. 44% unemployment in the youth category. No one wants to talk about that. Tribals being bullied, a man being urinated upon, doesn't seem to bother the BJP. And why do you think? There's nothing, you think ideologically the Shankaracharyas are against any religion. They have taken a stand because they don't want to be cannon fodder for cheap politics. And they have decided they will not go there. So if it is an ideological stand taken by the Shankaracharyas, we follow the same ideology. But this is not ideological at all. I think our ideology is that any human being under the face of this earth, on the face of this earth, is free to practice the religion that they want to and worship the way they want to. And that's what the Congress is. That's what the Congress stands for, which is why we are a melting pot of ideologies and religions and languages and cultures, something that the BJP can never claim to be. So I think whether it's taking a stand against a political event being done. It's not taking a stand at all against attending that temple.
But, you know, Ms. Shrinate, that's the question, because some of your own ilk from your own political party don't think this is a political event. And I'll give you an example. You have somebody like an Arjun Movadia, who's a senior leader from your Gujarat unit, who has outrightly said, bad idea. The Congress should have gone, because these three are not, you know, representing themselves. They're representing the political outfit on which comes the likes of Arjun Movadia, who says this is not a good decision.
No, Preeti, if I may just come in, Ms. Choudhry, if I may just come in for a minute, I don't think it is a party's stand to take, because the invite came in the names of three people. The invite did not come in the name of the Congress president. The invite came in the name of Mr. and Mrs. Mallikarjun Kharge in his capacity of leader of opposition. The invite came in the name of Mrs. Gandhi because she is the chairperson of the Congress parliamentary party, or it came in the name of Adhiranjan Chaudhary ji because he is the leader of the Congress in the Lok Sabha. It came in their individual capacities, and the three individuals decided this is a political event that's being created in the name of religion at a time when religious seers are maintaining a distance from this. It makes no sense for us to go. We will go at an appropriate time. And I think the ideology here is that we respect secularism, we respect the freedom of people, and which is why. And I think at this stage from your platform, I will also use the opportunity to tell our people that you are free to go. Nobody is stopping you. I mean, the UPCC, the UP Congress Committee is not going in defiance. They want to go and they're absolutely free to go. And so should anybody else. I think our leaders did not understand what has happened. I think a lot of the people who commented did not understand that the invite did not come to the Congress party. The invite came to three individuals. And I think each one of us has to exercise our own judgment.
All right,
and I think those individuals should definitely go and pray at the Ram temple.
Okay.
And ask for world peace and India's progress.
Okay, but Ms. Shrinate, the invite might have come to three individuals, but the Congress collectively now will have to counter a narrative built by the Bharatiya Janata Party that your party, which is the Congress, is anti-Hindu.
देखिए, सबसे पहले तो मैं ये कहूंगी कि धर्म या राजनीति या राजा राम, भगवान राम किसी की बपौती नहीं है. The BJP does not have unilateral rights on either Lord Ram or Hindu religion. In fact, I will go a step further to say that the BJP denounces what Lord Ram stood for. जो भगवान राम ने अपने जीवन में करके दिखाया, उसके खिलाफ खड़ी है भारतीय जनता पार्टी. The BJP urinates on the head of a tribal. Lord Ram ate the fruits that Shabri gave him. The BJP is against youth. The BJP is against women. Look at the war that Lord Ram fought against injustice because there was injustice met to a woman. So I don't think the BJP understands or practices the Hindu faith or religion. And I don't think they are any custodians or they are any, they have any claim or sole rights on the religion. कोई यहाँ पर धर्म का स्वयंभू ठेकेदार ना बने. There are majority of the Hindu population in this country realizes the cheap political gains that the BJP is trying to make out of this. And I will only end by saying one thing. This is the first invite in the world that has been sent with an advisory not to attend. I mean, people like Mr. Advani and Mr. Joshi have been told, please don't come. So what sort of an invite was this? I think one has to understand. But the reality is, by keeping the four Shankaracharyas away, who have been the custodians of religion, who are responsible for professing Hindu religion all around the country and the world, it makes no sense. And I will, for the benefit of viewers who do not know the background, who do not understand the ramifications of this, this is huge. When Adi Guru Shankaracharya set up the four pithas, it was done in a way that it kept India united. Joshi Mutt in the north, Sringeri in the south, Dwarkadhish in the west, and Puri in the east. There was a reason why that formation happened. And all four holy men decide not to go. I think there is some soul searching that the BJP should do in this matter.
Ms. Shrinate, there are going to be a lot of fence sitters in this election. When the Rahul Gandhi Yatra now passes through Ayodhya, through Uttar Pradesh, will it pass through Ayodhya is the question.
We don't know. I mean, let us enter UP and we will, of course, take a call on many of those things. We are entering UP via Varanasi and Prayagraj. We will be crossing Lucknow. So, I mean, a lot of things in a yatra like that are left to, are left to states when we enter them. So, we will see. But quite frankly, the reality is that Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra stands for everything that Ram Rajya professes. It stands for equality, it stands for justice, it stands for equal representation, it stands for the youth, it stands for women, it stands against income inequality. That is what Ram Rajya is. But भाजपा वाले ना तो राम को समझते हैं ना राम राज्य को समझते हैं. अगर राम को समझते तो मर्यादा बार बार नहीं तोड़ते, और अगर राम राज्य को समझते तो इस देश को गरीब और गुर्बत में ना ढकेलते.
All right, okay. My final question, Ms. Shrinate. You know, the fact is a lot about politics is perception, and which is being built right now, where there's a huge section, including the Bharatiya Janata Party, that has called you a Chunavi Hindu. Now there's a section emerging who supports you and says, finally, the Congress is coming back to its secular credentials. So what are you? Secular, going back to ideology, or a Chunavi Hindu?
We are what people tell us we are. We are the Indian National Congress, where everybody has a right to choose and profess and follow the religion of their choice. We do not impose our faith or our beliefs on people. We stand for the constitution of this country, and more than anything else, we give people the liberty to do what they believe they should be doing for their religion. So people in the Congress are welcome to go to the temple if they so desire. On the 22nd, there is a political event which we are not participating in. And as far as the BJP's allegations of any Chunavi or otherwise Hindu is concerned, the BJP must realize you are not the sole proprietor of the Hindu religion. And the reality also is that the BJP has to choose its allegations now. So we are a Chunavi Hindu at one time, but when Rahul Gandhi goes to Kailash Mansarovar or he goes to Kedarnath, they have nothing to say. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to us, because Rahul Gandhi spends equal time at Harmandir Sahib doing the seva that he believes gets him peace and purity. It's okay. It doesn't matter to us what they say. I think the people of this country realize what we stand for, and we stand for justice in any form and for anybody. And that is what the Bharat
Okay, Mr. Shrinate, appreciate you joining us. Appreciate you joining us. Let's quickly cut across right now to Siddharth Nath Singh from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Siddharth Nath Singh, charges that you've levelled on the Congress party, but back forth, the Congress says respectfully declining the invite for the Ram Mandir, because what you're conducting is not something which entails devotion, faith or religion, but a political spectacle and a political event, something which has also been echoed by their allies like the TMC.
Well, it's the same Congress. If they're repeating the history, if you look at what Jawaharlal Nehru ji had done as a Prime Minister when Somnath Temple was to be rebuilt or refurbished. Now, he didn't want to do it, so it begins from there. When you go down the history, you look at Jammu and Kashmir, and particularly Kashmir, and how things were being shaped up, particularly his weakness or appeasement towards another community, the Muslims, and therefore certain decisions he took on the basis of that. If you look at the history, even when Sonia ji was controlling the UPA, there also, it was Lord Ram or Bhagwan Ram was created as a myth or kalpanik banake. It went into the Supreme Court. So there are many incidents where the Congress has tried to basically demean the Hindu faith, the Sanatan faith. And that's a continuation of what they have been doing in the past. That's been the storyline, or let's say their principles towards the Bhagwan Ram. In that case, I'm not surprised. But yes, they had this opportunity to come clean, to go and repent. and then go to the Ram Mandir on the inaugural day on 22nd January, but they haven't done. But I'm quite sure the way they are trying to boycott the event, the public will also boycott them in 2024.
Siddharth Nath Singh, what the Congress is saying is that it's not a boycott. They have respectfully declined because A, what I asked you, it's a political event, and B, my second question is, what the Congress says is that this inauguration is taking place right before the Lok Sabha elections of a temple which is only complete in its first phase, while there are 4 phases to it. Admittedly, the temple will only be completed in December 2024, and the reason to inaugurate it in the month of January is because the BJP wants to leverage it politically.
Well, they can make any excuses, but the history, as I said, speaks loud and clear what their intentions had been toward Bhagwan Ram, and it has been led by because of the appeasement politics. So I'm not surprised when they make these kind of excuses. So it's not time to make excuses. There's nothing wrong. It is when the government is in power, when any program happens, it's not a government program. The government creates an environment for the program, which is the infrastructure, includes security, the roads and everything, because many deities will be coming, the pilgrimage will be high on record. So all those things are there, and it has been the program, the invites are going from the trust, and it's not going to one particular caste or let's say a religion. It's a multiple religion. The invites are going to multiple facets of society. It is going. So there is nothing that one should have thought about that one should say that this is a political or non-political program. It's a program of Lord Bhagwan Ram. There's nothing else to be thought about. And the invite has come for going there. Certainly the Prime Minister of India could have been your Prime Minister. This is a Prime Minister which comes from, well, the different political party, but he is the Prime Minister who's inaugurating. Who else could have inaugurated that?
The charge also is that this is not an individual claim of the Congress. It rests on what 2 Shankaracharyas of 2 peeths on the 4 that rests Sanatan Dharma in the country have said exactly the same thing, that they themselves have criticized this inauguration.
Well, I don't want to get into the politics of that side, but because there is other Shankaracharyas who are saying they're welcoming, they're attending. So let's say it's a very auspicious day for the Indians and the Hindus that Bhagwan Ram is moving into a bigger mandir, and so that I think it's a great occasion, and everybody is going to celebrate, not only in India but outside India also, who believe in Sanatan.
So what do you make of the allegation that this is an attempt to glorify your prime ministerial face for 2024, who is the Prime Minister of the country, and that looks at where the invitations are concerned, where the President is not invited, leaders like L.K. Advani, Uma Bharati, Murli Manohar Joshi, some of them not invited, some invited, but with the caveat that do not attend.
Now what it is? Advani ji is coming or not coming? It's a question is, what are you doing? Are you coming or not coming? That's the question. You have decided not to come and make excuses that for not coming, you're making excuses, and you're giving such excuses which don't hold water at all. It's a matter of faith. So your faith doesn't allow you to come. If I have a faith, I will go irrespective whether it is I like it or I don't like it. But I believe in Lord Ram, so I will go there. So it is basically what you believe in and where your faith lies. And rather than making excuses, I think they should stop making these excuses.
Mr. Singh, the other charge that you are holding the ticket to Ram Darshan. How have you become the self-proclaimed custodians of Ram? It can't be BJP's Lord Ram, because Ram resides in everybody's heart and belongs to everyone.
Well, we have never said. We want that you should also think Lord Ram is yours. Unfortunately, you don't think that way. That's the reason this kind of statements are coming from the opposition. I would only plead and request please have faith in the religion you are born in. You are also Sanatan, but behave like a Sanatani. That's all I can say. And believe in Lord Ram, because Lord Ram is the God where before the caste and the religion came into India, that is, he's the only God which existed. So let's not get into it. They should all go and have faith in Lord Ram rather than making excuses and relating it to elections.
All right, Mr. Singh, appreciate you joining us. Well, you heard both sides of the debate from the Congress and the Bharatiya Janata Party, and it's all leading up, viewers, to the big inauguration on the 22nd of January this month. And trust us to get you all sides, the faith, the devotion, the religion, as well as the politics of it. A quick break. Stay with us.